kind of ironic that, if you had a parent that was a blue collar worker in the 60s or 70s, and let's just say they were working on the assembly line at General Motors and they participated in the pension plan, which most of them did, they had access to alternative investments because those pension plans, they're going to invest for a certain targeted return rate, right? And they're going to manage risk reward, obviously, but they had access to alternative investments as a blue collar worker. If you are a very sophisticated investor today, maybe you're a partner in a law firm, an IT specialist, a orthopedic surgeon that participates in your practice's 401k plan, there's a good chance you actually don't have access to alternatives. And you're coded typically as a more sophisticated investor. So, there were some ironies going on there. And I think that was one of the things that really pressed the need to start to address this. The other thing that I think we have to look at is there's continued focus on what do we do with the Social Security system and the shortfall there, right? That's a big hot button item that no politician wants to touch. But there are ways, and at least the administration is starting to address that, even if it's on the periphery, on the outside. And one of the ways to do that is to democratize the investments into alternatives, like you just mentioned earlier. So in August, an executive order was signed that allowed for alternative investments within 401k plans. As you can imagine, there was a lot of debate on both sides of the aisle on the benefits and the drawbacks potentially of that. I'll let you kind of draw your own conclusions on where we feel like the advantages lie in that. But at the end of the day, if your blue collar parent had access to alternative investments, why don't you have access to those same type of investments?